Did Samuel L. Jackson just expose Trump's biggest lie? Are you ready for one of the most bizarre celebrity feuds in recent memory? Picture this: a Hollywood icon known for his razor-sharp wit, legendary movie roles, and no-nonsense attitude, versus a former president notorious for Twitter rants, over-the-top bravado, and an obsession with winning at all costs. Samuel L. Jackson versus Donald Trump. Sounds ridiculous? Well, buckle up, because this feud is packed with wild accusations, golf course drama, and a level of pettiness that even reality TV couldn't script. It all started with Jackson casually dropping a truth bomb that sent the internet into a frenzy. During an interview, Jackson mentioned that he was a better golfer than Trump. Now, for most people, this wouldn't be a big deal. But for Trump, the man who prides himself on his golf game almost as much as his questionable hairline, it was apparently an unforgivable insult. The internet lost its collective mind. And then, things took an even stranger turn. Jackson revealed that Trump had secretly signed him up for one of his golf clubs without telling him. That's right. Jackson suddenly received a bill for a membership he never even knew he had. And his response? Classic Samuel L. Jackson. I didn't pay it, Jackson shrugged. I had my assistant call and tell them I don't belong to that club, and I haven't been there in 3 years. And they were like, well, you're a member. Here's your membership number. Imagine that. Being billed for a golf club membership you never signed up for, all because Donald Trump decided to put your name on the list. If this were anyone else, it would be unbelievable. But considering Trump's history of creative accounting, it just makes sense. Now, this wasn't just any golf course we're talking about. It was Trump National in New Jersey. And according to Jackson, Trump's cheating didn't stop with sneaky memberships. Oh no, it extended to the game itself. Jackson recalled a time when he and fellow actor Anthony Anderson played around with Trump. At one point, Trump hooked his ball straight into a lake, a shot that any golfer would recognize as a lost cause. But somehow, miraculously, his caddy found it a few moments later. Jackson and Anderson saw the ball go splash, yet moments later, the caddy ran over, holding a ball, and proclaimed, "I got it, Mr. Trump." Jackson shook his head, laughing at the absurdity of it all. The caddy wasn't even wet, he added. And just like that, the internet exploded. Trump, who has long been accused of bending the truth, suddenly found himself on the receiving end of Jackson's unfiltered truth-telling. But the best part? When Trump tried to deny everything. Trump's predictable and hilarious response. Now, we all know Trump can't let a public insult slide, especially when it comes to something as sacred to him as his golf skills. So, in classic Trump fashion, he took to social media to respond. I don't know Samuel L. Jackson, Trump tweeted. To the best of my knowledge, I haven't played golf with him and think he does too many TV commercials. Boring. Not a fan. Really, Donald? Jackson was ready. In fact, he had receipts. He pulled up a picture of his Trump National membership card, proving that not only did Trump know him, but he had also been signed up for the club under Trump's watch. I've met him a lot, Jackson smirked. Played golf with him a lot. And then came the kicker. Jackson casually mentioned another key witness, none other than former President Bill Clinton. Jackson explained that one day, Trump invited him to play golf, claiming he wouldn't be playing but had a friend who wanted to. That friend? Bill Clinton. And Trump? Well, despite saying he wouldn't play, he did show up, just long enough to take Clinton inside the clubhouse and give him a jacket. Jackson? He got nothing. That's right. Trump personally escorted Clinton inside, handed him a jacket because it was chilly, and left Jackson out in the cold. Literally. Samuel L. Jackson's perfect clapback. But Jackson wasn't done. If there's one thing the world knows about Samuel L. Jackson, it's that he doesn't back down from a fight, especially one this absurd. When Trump's tweet denying their golf games started making the rounds, Jackson responded with a single Instagram post, a screenshot of Trump's tweet, circled in red with the caption, English, Motherfsterne. Do you speak it? Cue the internet meltdown. Memes flooded Twitter. Someone photoshopped Trump's face onto Biff Tannen from Back to the Future. Others compared Jackson to a Jedi master schooling a young, misguided apprentice. The response was nothing short of legendary. And yet, Trump still wasn't done. The golf feud takes a wild turn. Somewhere in Trump Tower, Trump was undoubtedly seething. His usual move, deny, 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 wasn't working. Jackson had too much evidence, too many stories, and too much credibility. So what did Trump do? He went for the oldest trick in his book. He accused Jackson of cheating at golf. That's right, Donald Trump, the man who reportedly kicks his golf ball back onto the fairway when no one is looking, the man who miraculously finds his lost shots with suspicious regularity, accused Samuel L. Jackson of dishonesty on the course. Jackson's response? A masterpiece of shade. "I don't cheat," he said with a smirk. "But if I did, you'd never know." And just like that, Jackson delivered a knockout blow without even breaking a sweat. The pettiest move of all, the mystery membership. But perhaps the weirdest part of this entire feud? The fact that Trump had secretly signed Jackson up for a golf club without telling him. Think about it. This wasn't just a misunderstanding. Trump deliberately had Jackson added to the membership list, likely knowing full well that a bill would eventually show up at Jackson's doorstep. Jackson summed it up perfectly. 3 years they charged me for a club I never even went to. That's like buying a timeshare in hell and finding out Satan is your HOA president. Final thoughts. Did Jackson just expose Trump's biggest lie? At the end of the day, this feud isn't really about golf. It's about ego. It's about two men who couldn't be more different. One a legendary actor, the other a former president, clashing over a silly game and turning it into an internet spectacle. But if there's one takeaway from this whole bizarre saga, it's this. If you're going to pick a fight, do not pick one with Samuel L. Jackson. Because while Trump might have built his brand on bluster and bravado, Jackson doesn't need any of that. He lets the truth do the talking. And in this case, the truth was a hole-in-one. So what do you think? Did Samuel L. Jackson just expose Trump's biggest lie? Or is this just another case of Trump being Trump? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe, because trust us, you don't want to miss the next round of this feud.